To the heart of the matter.
Every weekday on Slick Television, Channel 37, from 3 p.m. to 5 p.m. Tune in and stay informed like never before.
The Today Show, only on Slick Television. Every second that the society they make headline and the issue them can up now we aid, even for clear them kintkanga.
In Sierra Leone, a new drug is turning young people into zombies.
So important for broke down the issue today, for let the public understand.
Now that's make they bring come to you the Today Show. We get segments where they range from interviews on the big issues.
Sierra Leone authorities said Monday that 20 people were killed and nearly 2,000 prisoners escaped during Sunday's attack on the capital.
To sport.
What a fairy tale story here. There they are, the champions of Africa.
And entertainment and simple tourism with plenty other issues them.
Get ready for the roller coaster ride through with day-to-day story them as we dive deep into the heart of the matter.
Every weekday on Slick Television, Channel 37, from 3 p.m. to 5 p.m. Tune in and stay informed like never before.
The Today Show, only on Slick Television.
Friday here, the last day of the official week. And Friday we go school, Friday na for dirty. Well here Friday na for review. Reviewing the biggest stories we make waves from Monday till date. Those who side, the one they ask the question, they no answer. Journalists and therefore analyze. I'm coming from a very neutral point of view. Hello and welcome to Slick Television on Today's Show on Channel 37. You can also join us on Facebook at Slick TV, website at slicktv.com, and follow us on all our social media handles. I am Rabiatu Mansaye, and we quote for today. Between we quote read for today say, the week speaks twice, once in what we did and again in what we learned when we look back. Like over again, the week speaks twice, once in what we did and again in what we learned when we look back. Everybody gets the experience of I don't spend the week so far from Sunday there till date. Some don't go through a very rocky road. For some it was a very smooth ride. But with now the achievements and the gains that we make, you pen and down. One or two things, the odds, the lessons we get for learn along the way. It's time for reflection. Like I mentioned earlier, it's review of the week. Wait to make waves. See you after the break.
So say na you boss standing. What you do it for? Dress me.
Okay, you all bite. Somebody put 150. Say bite condition, you want see the baby in pan.
So who that you go listen to? You mama or you best buddy? Love. Marriage.
And this is the surprise. You know you always the left you in the house. You feel say you still about your love.
Cheating.
Listen to me, Idris. Listen to me. I'm at your office right now. And you're not in an office. You tell me say you don't go meeting. Rather than woman you dey sign to carry.
Romance. And love.
This is the mistake. Next time, clean it up.
Welcome back. review of the week, but I cannot do it alone. And today they are with seasoned journalist and force against Yusuf Mosige Suma and Ransford McLean. Good afternoon, gentlemen, and welcome to today's show.
Good afternoon.
Thank you. It's a pleasure.
All right, okay. Today I'm seasoned with two gentlemen. I'll go directly into it. We see, I don't know if you've been observing, but na claim on this area from so many people. Let's start with you, Ransford, where people then they use the security uniform them, whether na police, whether na soldier, whether na OSD, like on a normal basis. You agree with that, right? Like people then they use them where they're not the part of the society, then they wear them.
Yeah, and like you mentioned, I think we've been noticing that for quite a while. I think you know will attach yourself to say you know they see what you mean, even though as one might say the right for put on certain area in terms of swagging or what have you. I mean some of these uniform we individually put on to a carry, I mean, something, it represents a whole institution as the case may be. So if young people would say, or people that do that for a raise alarm, thinking of say it will cause mayhem or what have you. And this, I think, authorities within charge as well, gets for take the right action. There are times they can be sort of alleged, I mean, system, people are within to the whether be the army or the police, you know, can use any other form, getting some of the material there, I mean, and sell them out. With some of them people in the system, it can be very more difficult. But if a proper system they in place, I think say that would be really
so for you, now the system you get issued. Now,
yeah,
Yusuf, if you watch on the screen, this is not from Salon Gossip Reloaded. They posted somebody where wear police uniform, and when you watch the capture, they say the person in the he who gets confidence, like everything is in place. Just look at it. In fact, you get the CID polo, but when you look at even the printing, it's like somebody taken and drop or something. So you want to agree with Ransford to some extent, say measures that were put in place, or maybe you get another view. I don't know.
Thank you so much. I don't know. Society where man not belong. I don't know what to make it for so belong there. You know, for some of we grow up offline, we have, I mean, secret societies. If you don't belong to that society, you don't see need for even claim see you did. So this is, I mean, it's uncalled for. Now impersonation, you know. But again, when you look at the economic side of this, you look at the investment side of it, you go want to agree with me, say, police, I don't know whether it's constitutional for let police stop for let them begin selling uniform in the market. Or so German them begin for stop people them for sell them the uniform in the market. But like I say, it really unfortunate. It really unfortunate for see such thing they happen. And not the first time this. For they impersonate, somebody impersonates, whether the police or the military say that they didn't belong. Look at this one. As you can see, like you said, even the sketch, you can tell say now somebody just do them. But I don't know whether you will agree with me that some of these activities, I said some, these are syndicates. Not one person they do them. Not one person. It could either be they have, I mean, they get people in the system where they show them how to navigate through, or they have a whole syndicate where they don't get that. Say, you know what? Let we just focus on doing impersonation. The police they ain't doing nothing. The fact remains we don't do it to one for do. But I don't know whether I've also witnessed a situation or where someone or person that we don't catch person where they impersonate the police, then tell the public, say, we've captured or we've arrested XYZ person, and this is what we did to the person. I don't know. I stand to be corrected, or I sit to be corrected. Right. Yeah. But we want to see a situation outside and they catch some of them, stubborn salon people like so. I mean, look, the man.
Yes, so McLean, this is the thing. what you used to say, it's like we only go say, because I can remember vividly, there was one way happened at the airport when the person a soldier uniform away.
Yes,
when
sure.
they made for understanding in person. We don't see even a bow police officer, but just the tap, we don't make arrest. What comes next, we know the see.
Yes,
that's just one side. Even those in when they're inside the secret society, let's say there's a police, they have some ways of shabby ways of dressing now. You go see down they wear something just the trousers and all that clothes. You go see down they wear the regalia, but you not wear the boots. You go, so the incomplete dressing. So all of those factors tailored. You have to agree saying that some of the reasons you make this kind of day on the rise right now.
Yeah, to a certain extent, I would definitely agree on that. Again, I want for base my arguments with regards systems and procedures, measures being put in place. Some of these institutions, we have beautiful institutions being set up over the years till date, and I think if people in the beat the system again, it has to do with how they will tackle some of the issues there. And I say this for the fact that this is not the first time we don't see this. But just like me, another colleague, they say, but how best we don't address this, you know? And I think say the public sensitization very much key as well again. And in as much as we are doing, because the policing now these days, you could say the police partnership board for should say civilian and the force as well now one. But how then don't they engage as well, go behind that for say now the activities and they do and waiting at the do's and don'ts, people where they get into some of the acts they are waiting at the punitive measures be taken against them. So some of the things that I think say like concerted efforts with the talk now.
All right. So yes.
So not that the public awareness is not there. Sometimes people are just too stubborn. Yeah, people are just too stubborn to an extent. I mean, if I not say this fire alarm, why have you put me under? If you don't belong to such a society, why would you go to that extent for even go wear police uniform? Were you not a police officer? Why even if you do that one day? Like you also talk around the manner at which some of the police officers in the dress these days. That is why I said this is a syndicate. If IG Fire Selu hire some of we, for even, I mean, what would I say? Can I say expose some of the things that will happen? I will tell IG Fire Selu say there is a syndicate. No matter anything where they happen repeatedly is a syndicate. The issue of people wearing police uniform, soldier man uniform, we know today belong, na syndicate. And I want to call on the attention of the IG, proactive IG, for let him make sure say he set up an independent investigation team. You don't say now that they saw for the uniform, right? You know.
And then police thing is
Yes, na Kintom. So all of these are just little offices or places I believe the IG for the focus now.
So let us come from this other.
And also,
yes.
Somebody go on for argue me say, but these materials they didn't shop for sale. People can possibly like this one way this possible. It didn't a shop. You can go buy the material and shop. Yeah, that is the reality. It didn't a shop. We all don't see now they buy. If they call it a good luck, Jonathan. And they buy them, go, they sew them for them, and wear them.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine. But like my brother said, the monitoring system within the police force as to we've supplied PC 5512 2 sets of uniforms. Okay. If I wouldn't make now, I find out say most police officers now the material no more than they give them. Some then they sew for them. Now then they go do the writing, you know, now then they go do whatever. Then we go back, we look at the recruitment process. We get all rebel people them. we fet salon war, we do XYZ, we dey like today. I met with someone where I not go name. He said, "Bro, I mean, nothing not do at the war. I plot, no go no do no sabi plot, bro." He said, "I make something and they will just watch more, see do quiet." So these are some of the people that are living within the community where they bring some of their ideas there. These are people where they go and say, "Hey man, I have an idea. Una no say me don't plots gone." Then so if they draw 2-3 man there, log go na shop, log go buy police uniform, or log go buy Sujama uniform. You know, say then thing they have according to Sujama they fix. I don't know how they call them. You know, say na supply them from the police force. So somebody can easily say, "Log go buy police uniform. Oh, no get that thing. They will go make Teloman swap." Like this possible this now.
And it's almost impossible for even sense a fake person from the real person.
Yes. Then also any society forgets a code. I don't know whether the police have their own code. Like we journalists, we get satisfied how they meet up, we get with language we use.
Yeah.
Now we don't understand ourselves. Like we get one phone we use in his room. we say blood. But where you go to hospital now, different meaning. Yes. You know, we get different language. So see, we get so we need to get a code. I remember when they come up, Alex Scouting. The first day I joined Scouting, within that period I was like, I feel like full man. So there are certain signs where they show me at the Scouting. I was like, what I can do here? So to an extent, I just hear the pie in my back. You understand? Not knowing that I don't go against the code. They have some signs like this when they go on camping. They have some, yes. Yes, so you know what I mean. Even I think I don't know whether it's the police or the
So yes, quick one. Let's
so you see, there's so much to do.
I could still recall in the previous government, if they see you with the uniform, then they an issue for you. You know, most times now how far we can go with certain laws or they put now the country. But again, we get to see those in the entertainment industry. They use these things on normal basis, and I'm not trying to check how they do them whatsoever inside there, not so they are there. But let us say, what if when they don't use them, maybe they don't know how to go about it, because the cow used to say, now so they go to so man goes to for doing content. Yep. So then we see even comedians acting like police officers in their content. So they say every now and then. What is all of those things also now part of the contributing factor to make this day on the rise now? Or maybe you think still for put an end to that day, or maybe not?
This now all bigger task, not just for the police, but like as mentioned, yes, there are times they can be flexible for certain set of people using it in terms of doing the documentaries and what have you. But how will they handle them again? It's a whole thing. Like you mentioned, Sierra Leone, some of these things there, we were able to address them, not just one-off, but the laws, therefore also the work. People who are aware. Say, I mean, if I use this thing here, we are not for use. I mean, there are punitive measures we don't go take against me. I say this, but the fact that the crime rate has been alarming, you know, and this don't be a cause for concern of society. And if we know, I mean, address them thing there as quick as possible, I mean, it will be worrisome, so to speak. Why they say this all? Sierra Leone, I mean, at the country, people, they take things just like that. And enough for big school. Some of we don't get the opportunity, don't travel, don't see, not just the police officer or, I mean, security personnel to make arrests, but citizens have to get the right to make arrests. I mean, because we all owe duty of care.
All right.
All get responsibility for play. If we know they come together, see we wrong. I mean, you know they look, you come inside union and tell them say wrong and I mean make an arrest. I mean I think say we're not going to address some of the things their way before I mean, we were able to do some of the things there. I mean, not just because of I hate you, but because they lost it so. I know they do it out of malice.
So now you talk about law. Yusuf, law go inside the judiciary. We see outside the case where 2 elephants they fought, that the grass is suffered. The Supreme Court judge on one hand versus the Chief Justice. One person they cry foul inside the judiciary. So now it's like something don't come on do. This is the case. But whose message this is sending?
We say they cry foul. I wanted to ask who was the referee. But McLean is here.
Yeah.
McLean will help us.
Let me just quickly chip in on that. This has to do with a matter or concern where a senior judge raised in the person of Honorable Justice Alloway, put out a letter with regards the Chief Justice combat commander on course violation of with regards things that we think say not correct I the carry himself as the Chief Justice of the land. We say this they breach the Constitution and even make mention say if not measures do not be take place and we see them go remove them. This there is quite concern that for far too long, the ordinary Sierra Leonean self don't question how the judiciary they carry their work in terms of dispensing justice. How it don't be. So if we think the circle, some of this they come up, I mean, it raise alarm as well. I mean, I'm not thinking out of malice. The Honorable Justice Alloway, they raise something concerned in terms of best practice.
And it continues, also the first step up onto them.
Yes, this I think say so. It is onus upon them for looking to them because there are plenty of times, there are several times that we don't get alleged issue of corruption into the judiciary. We, according to the Carl, I beg your pardon, Chadi, the chief executive, don't they raise some of them concern there when Abu Fatoma say they don't accuse the judiciary of corruption and on what have you. So if this they come up from the landed Chief Justice Alloway, I think say now question we for looking to because we put out some of them then later there publicly it spark debates now the public forums then we self don't carry them now with different media houses as well. I think say there are reforms. I'm not saying here reforms not the happen at the judiciary. We see from the predecessor waiting Honorable Justice Justice Edwards, Babatunde Edwards, we don't bring the special model courts and what have you. But if Chief Justice and Alloway raise them kind of concern there within the system, this not concern it shows the flip side of it that say we for trust the judiciary in to a certain extent, how they carry themselves, are we matching to more than other judiciary, how we then they happen. So these are some of the things they move for looking to. Not thinking out of malice.
Okay, for you out of malice.
The landed Chief Justice Alloway don't notice, make it bring them out to the public in a letter we put out.
So Yusuf, so that are the 2 elephants and I know them they fair to Papa. One person they say, boy, it's like it sees advantage for me. You take me right, you give me fuel, this allocation of this, and the complaints were there. And so we had a conversation, and the PRO for the Judiciary of Salon Ekasa now say, well, the Chief Justice, he puts this out the 10 way, the Supreme Court Judge, Alan Holloway, put this out the 10 way the Chief Justice, they on vacation. So he was like more or less saying, you can't make this complaint where the person wait for and he was asked the question. So if, for example, the person they for channel the conversation, so they bring out 1 or 2 things where they feel like that normal Salomon will say, but I'm not supposed to judiciary, but Salomon is supposed to do something in above case. And mind you, the very judiciary, they make them up to IGR, then research, then report to them, be put as part of the most corrupt, one of the most corrupt institutions there, as Salon.
So that's not to be corrupt.
Well, what's your view altogether?
All right. So unfortunate, appalling. The judiciary of this country. Somebody be there ask me, say, BBC, say, if I can ask you this question, which institutions that you want for let people and be give votes for, put people in there? I told the person that, see the judiciary, the Chief Justice, enough for be a political appointment.
Whereas in other countries, they are being voted for.
Yes.
Like America, for
see
example.
The IGP, the head of the military. In these institutions, now institutions they will for make sure say, people for votes for other than for. If I'm a community for example, your community, then can say, well, we need Madam Mansare at this position. Let the government see how many people they behind Madam Mansare for this position. They recommend them to government. So want this person for this position. Let's say if now on a 5 common at the community, we're not going to election, a peaceful one. If this High Court judge is crying foul against the Chief Judge, we ain't get the final saying. We're not like a papa to the all. I'm afraid something is boiling. Something they boil under, where diplomatically the High Court judge no one for say out clearly. Perhaps he just pick the FF one and no more say la if this one for something
maybe they will take action.
Yes, he will pick one to shape as to how he for do this thing. But it really unfortunate for we begin to see the judiciary of all, where many people are able to, they begin to see the infight. But again, you know, what we don't find out, you see this issue of political appointment. We are go watching them say this time my brother like Candia, or this now only party A, now they red, now they green, now they blue, now they rainbow, NGC, La Drum, Lencam, now we all be they go school. These are the things. You know why many people, the last term of former President EBK, you know why many people they criticize them? Now because it's a just left handle all into him brothers.
And at the same thing, when at the same thing, this current government,
the
opposition, they blame the current government against
yes,
them. Then they cherry pick positions.
These are the same thing we see. Recently, we see the appointment to them. I don't know whether we are going to discuss around the Anta family. This still not be, and it's also a personal answer. If somebody just come and say, hey, oh man, I don't know you black, but if you be allowed, don't call you say, a man from the Anta family. I was like,
And look at it.
So this is
so 4 people then get position. But this is the thing again. Sometimes they find for they come up from at least a neutral point or a critical point. Now we cry for inclusive governance. Maybe we don't think that one of the president in steps that we don't begin to take so.
For inclusive governance. Okay. Constitutionally, you get it right. That is why I can always tell people and say saloon constitution are the problem na saloon. But people not seem so they understand what I mean. Saloon constitution, any government we can have power, we either meet one to it and say constitutional review, they skip them. They don't mind and go to finger the constitution for suits and comforts. We all saw what happened during EBK's regime. What they did, they positioned the thing, study was conducted or whatever, survey or whatever. They say for review the constitution.
Yes.
Poppy, they not do. What they did was lap do waiting fine for me. Let me go before. Now they see the same thing. President Bio back. No, they review the constitution. If I think the way EBK not be the way hiding at the constitution. Tim the man so called chukla. He go church. He go pull. He say this thing EBK not do. I do on a constitution say. So appointing those people 4. Is it 4 right?
Yeah, 4.
4 people from the same family, the same time. Let's say you appoint me today, me and the big one at the family. You wait until like that October, November, you appoint me for another position. But all of these people we appoint, a special envoy on investment. According to Alpha Khan. You know, say 9 at the mouthpiece.
Yes.
Alpha Khan was defending the appointment. Like I say, President Bio get right to appoint. Right. Constitutionally, he has the right, and nobody knows the stop and the Constitution say. Alpha Khan was saying, this is not a family where we don't contribute a whole lot to Salone in Develop One. This is not a family, not because of their skin, but they are Sierra Leoneans born born of Potlocos, as he say. Then Papa come, according to Alpha Khan, then Papa come na this country since 1925. He can't sit down Potloco. Now big business Lebanese man. So if you don't support past governments from Shekin time, according to Alpha Khan. So I don't know whether Alpha Khan is that type of person where he ain't good for build the map. So now they back Mike Berra and other people where they defend one day. We no need for defend. The thing is simple. They are Sierra Leoneans. They themselves get rights for being included in governance. But the bigger question where people in the ask, are these people being appointed, being paid from the consolidated fund?
But the state and the Senate also get for B.
The Senate also get for B. So who knows? Are you there? Or would you be there? If you're not paid, then a bank.
Now there's some of these critical questions they can. Maybe go tell like say a barter exchange. If the parent talk man they say, then papa then be done there from the 1970s, they don't make 1 or 2 investments, then they don't support salon one way or the other. I mean, what's some of the things that we do here? Because what is some man they say that maybe na a barter exchange, na a tit for tat. Okay, I they give you Jogba, now you give me Joe Santigi. Things like that, McLean.
In fact, McLean, somebody was saying sometimes they will pay there again, they don't owe there. So let them get that point and get a diplomatic passport, they go do the investment business them for the personal use and come back.
And when they get a diplomatic passport, either way, you know how obviously the government get for foot 1 or 2 things them.
But they deny that one day. But actually, I mean, me I not get problem with the appointment. The manner at which they do them, I'm concerned. The manner at which they do them.
So McLean, for you, which is which? The appointments or the manner? Or maybe more?
Myself be go through the letter and a whole discussion we self been get the work with regards to the appointment, just like Suma say, now the rights of the president as per constitution for make appointments and then all. Of course, the constitution clearly speaks that's clear. Of course, you look at the kind about the process at which the appointments happen. It raises concern to many people. From the spokesperson of State House of Presidents, presidential spokesperson, Honorable Alpha Khan, it appears as if not like a payback time, you know, because for me submission saying in Papa from Potlocco, then time then day we be reside at the country and it be done the support family them, even we family them can come buy material to picking them for go school if you money no do.
So the entire family shop.
Yes, the part that send it be the help then family and if you come for cancel the money no do go help so you don't play whole thing maybe die through road accidents you know anyone no be born and also them in picking their don't born in picking and their appointment they come up I think say na the right thing go project salon according to your submission. But me like I say, they say look at like a payback time. Payback time in the sense that if you don't do something, when now we don't say this now we say now back for benefits now. So it look like. But I mean appointments, some of the appointments there, we all know say it gets plenty attachment, even though it say not forget salary, voluntary job, the letter they speak that. You know. But presidential appointments, we talk about appointees them. There are plenty of things them we get benefits from.
So this is the thing again, McLean. Let us come from this angle. Sometimes when people say things with all due respect, when people say that they get for pick out something waiting for be a little bit fishy. In sense, if the presidential spokesman is saying the reason why they do or amongst many other reasons are because the Papa be don't do XYZ back then at the past. So the question is, other Sierra Leoneans don't ever do such it ever in the history of Sierra Leone?
You believe say you say we also
this
don't
contribute?
Question,
yeah.
You said don't contribute. Have you ever been appointed or called upon for such a position, especially maybe this already do not service to the nation?
Of course.
But have you ever been called, say, come and serve as director of communication for this institution? No, you've not been called. So for you say, it's not about me. For me, like I say, it's a payback time. let's say, for example, if I use for kind of Slick TV, when I know saying that this person has potential, you don't they can Slick TV. Can we engage this person to I mean, let's say, look get employment? Because we know say we don't do XYZ now. And because we know say we don't do XYZ, make we say, well, then we employ Sumale and say, can join me in Slick TV. Now the same thing they happen. 1991 Constitution is the problem of Sierra Leone. I always say report people there. Let God give you that President's Day, we get the country at heart.
For at least.
Now we know now the problem also sometimes like it vex when we kill the opposition, we are Moses. When he come now in power, we don't turn Pharaohs. This has been the problem again. The APC gets all in all 99 pattern, then gets a now when they are the opposition. Let them kind of power.
And so the occurrence, they happen in and out, government in, government out.
That is what I'm saying. We all see APC be then a power back. SLPP then get all in out, get all the sabi for oppose. But when they kind of power, what's in the car oppose now? Now what do they see? Then we don't they oppose anything they do. Then you find out, say, when political party in our opposition, it can be scared of even opposing certain things. Where I go Conakry and tell me say no opposition leader, no the Conakry. The whole Mamadi Doumbouya don't pull any. Sometimes it's important to pull any. You know why? Some of them bring mayhem na the country. Some of them, if them, let's say for example, we all see Samura Kamara is a popular candidate. That's the honest truth. Let's say Samura Kamara they pass a Kasiri Street, 2-3 people in here, youth money, the whole will go get them. The current government no go no say now because he is likable or maybe people just facing an impasse. Let's say President Biobak they pass somewhere around the country. People in the way Sabia we know him. Then go get them para. You want to tell me say I for take them people and go get at them, go dock in a cell because they can't get up at me. That's no. So moving forward, all of these issues we've discussed now the constitution are the problem. Okay. If only we get time for let them review the constitution, especially chapter 2. The executive side of the constitution. Power. Now we get all thing. Now I'm hearing them saying power sharing. You know that? So I asked, I asked the question, Sabia. Sorry, I asked the question. If they say power sharing, if the president they come out na APC, then we'll give the vice to the SLPP. Then we'll give speaker to the SLPP. They won't. So let me go more salon sick, but the men are small.
As we go before, this August marks 7 years of the free quality education initiative being introduced by this government. Now, Center for Accountability and the Rule of Law did a study around it, 7 years in line, waiting at against the achievements. But let me make them clear, say, the sample they used, now 8 districts, then go and they look at 120 schools, and the information we can find now for 2024-2025 academic year. What they found out. Let's quickly have it, then we'll be right back.
It's not possible. For 7 years, nobody know the way in picking a government school or government assisted school. We don't pay for public exam. For 7 years in rural area, nobody know in our village we go tell me say the school feeding with governments they provide, we pay for make we eat them. We always get this complaint say there is no free education, but from 2007 to 2018 to now, I feel to say government has spent over 500 billion olios. The free quality education is capital intensive.
Highlighting their findings, Program Coordinator of CAL, Jeremy Simbo, said they gathered information from schools, ensuring they reached out to hard access areas in Makeni, Kenema, and Konog respectively.
Your presence demonstrates a shared commitment to improving the quality of education in our beloved country. Today, we present the findings of a study that is particularly significant to us at CAL. This assessment of the Free Quality School Education Program was entirely funded by the Center for Accountability and Rule of Law, Sierra Leone. Our intention is not only to support government efforts, but to strengthen public trust in how vital national programs like the Free Quality School Education programs are implemented. It is a call to ensure that every Leone spent delivers value to the children and communities it is intended to serve. It is a call to reaffirm that transparency and accountability are not obstacles to progress. They are the very pillars that will sustain the gains of the free quality education program. As we proceed to today's discussions, let us remain solution focused, constructive and bold in our recommendations. Together, we can ensure that Sierra Leone's investment in its children translates into a stronger, more prosperous nation.
National Program Coordinator for Free Quality Education at the Ministry of Basic and Senior Secondary School Education, Augustine Kuruma, appreciated the effort of CAL, but said that over the past 7 years, the initiative, which was launched by the Julius Maada Bio SLPP-led administration, has expanded access, improved learning resources, and invested significantly in school infrastructure.
Under the direct leadership of His Excellency, the free quality school education has reshaped our education system, opening doors of opportunities for millions of children. This program has become a living testament to the President's conviction that education is not a privilege, but a right.
Director of Operations at the Anti-Corruption Commission, Patrick Sandi, assured that the Anti-Corruption Commission will take the findings of this report seriously.
Because the essence of the project, the Free Quality School Education Project, which was launched by His Excellency, have all the very good intentions. But then it would not be described as being foolproof. So as a commission, whilst we commend CAL, but we also want to assure the general public of Sierra Leone that we will take this report very seriously. It will be analyzed, it will be examined, and to see where we can make interventions, such as by the mandate provided in doing prevention work, in doing public education work, in doing investigations work as may be needed, recovery or prosecution.
Stakeholders stressed that the assessment should not be seen as a witch hunt, but rather as a complementary effort to strengthening the work of the Ministry of Basic Education in order to ensure that every child in Sierra Leone receives free education with quality. For Sleek Television, Rabiatu Mansari reporting. That's a summary of the report WCAL put out. And now I'm being joined by Edward Nyake Ture. Good afternoon and welcome.
Yeah, good afternoon and welcome.
All right, so Edward, let's just ask the practical question. If you are to rate the Free Quality Education Initiative, coming from a journalistic angle, whose percentage you could give?
Well, before I will give a percentage first, I will look at certain aspects of because the free quality education will be very broad, and according to the down government, it's not one of the flagship program. So I think it becomes for everybody right across Sierra Leone, and it gets beaucoup other angle. Therefore, look at the school welfare, the school subsidy, the teaching, even the school facilities, and a lot more. So if I can get a percentage in the area of school feeding, where they are under the free quality education, probably I'll give them 30 all over 100. And teaching and learning materials, I'll give them probably 50. And the others I'll give them 20. Because you see, if the improvement of the free quality education, we get that kind gravity we would expect them to therefore we put into that, because according to the Bio-led government, it's a flagship program. So people in Sierra Leone, including me, I was expecting that it will get a kind of force, it will get a kind of intention. I'm not trying to do a comparison, but let's go back into the administration of the former President Kuruma. When they come, they say in 100 days we'll get sustainable electricity. And we see the kind of amount of gravity they put, even though it is, they don't make any guarantee as of now, but we see how they put force into that. So now taking education on a very broader perspective, I was expecting the Bio-led government for at least, if not they pull everything behind, because mind you, the free quality education, they get I think 18% of we country we budget so we get
Yes.
we revenue they generate. So if they get that kind of amount, they get the kind of seriousness we deserve. Because according to Carl the report, one of the biggest problems they get also on the free quality education is centered on the district education officers and the authorities, that the individual side of it, how they carry themselves, how they use or misuse some of these facilities them, the quality education we don't make room for. Yeah, but we see probably because of politics, we not go left them out. They go side by side with some of these failures, and also you know get better evaluation when it comes to how we handle we project in a Sierra Leone. Because if Carl not come up with a report, I don't think the Ministry of Education will give you any sustainable report that during because of going on that this project, this we fail, these are recommendations. I think it's always Statistics Sierra Leone and Center for Accountability and Rule of Law, and then give we a report. Even also, I want a school of thought to tell you, some of these reports, you can check the credibility of these reports because probably they are being motivated politically, or people do these things for getting attention or recognition from the president. As we come to the earlier conversation that they gave to me, I guess them loads of appointments for just the family. But we'll go kind to that. We're talking about free quality education now. This particular report, it touches on so many other things. Them touches on teaching and learning materials. And now the 8 districts them we call do them their survey. It shows the school learning materials not even sufficient for the school picking them. The teaching materials not sufficient. It would interest you for no say there are places in Sierra Leone where up to now benches are not available for students and for the people and for SIDOM. The teacher are not get the facility then where they need. Again, we are just, that's why I say probably at times this report can be motivated because the center of all the reports we call it, we talk about it, talking about the free quality school subsidy, where government not they pay. As of the reports, they say government pay for only 1 term of last year school academic year, and the remaining terms they are not pay. So I don't know if it is the side of the Ministry of Finance or the side of the Education Ministry or the free quality education project, because it gets a whole secretariat on its own.
On its own, yes.
Yeah, so I don't know where the missing link is in between these two when it comes to the administrative area of but the other aspect, the technical and the other one, there is more room for improvement, if I can just land it for now.
Yusuf, as we talk about missing link, this is the thing. It's like the report we put out yesterday, amongst many of the findings, one of the key findings that teachers' subsidies say they get XYZ. But this is not the first term, or not the first report this, we don't reveal that day. Yet we see little or no much effort is being made in that every now and then, every academic year, in and out, teachers then get for cry about this thing. Now, this is the thing. Before the chief minister became Usai Desu right now, he was he began at that particular position there. And when the whole initiative started, which one will say it started on a pretty much beautiful ride, but once in left, things change. It's like the big 5 game changer. Instead of 1, it turned for the kandong, dong, so further to the little, all Usai Desu. So you want to agree against, say, a missing link or maybe something else wrong somewhere where you don't view from your lens?
The one word I will use for describe the free quality education, now dishonest and camouflaged. One. You know why I use that word? The leadership is a problem. I was on AYV television this morning. The same question came up. The leadership has been the problem in whatever we do in our society. But again, we can get the leadership. But the honesty and the trust in the leadership is another issue we should consider. It doesn't mean we send the chief minister. Maybe do XYZ, people be see the kind of way how the education system they go. Not mean say that's a sign of honesty. Or not mean say send a perfect pass anybody.
But we left the team gone down.
We left the team
look
drop.
like he gone down.
But that tells you the leadership is the problem. The honesty is not there. They come on way government pop at this free quality education.
Plus donor funds.
You know if you then go themselves, You know, if they don't funds them, they go to the education sector. The reality on the ground, if far differ from what you see in a paper, what you read in a paper. I was just going through the package of the free quality education. I smile. I really, really smile. So if the report from Carl says, A, subsidies, no problem. Once I will not go deny, say government not try. Supply of materials, school learning materials. That one they them try being. That one the government try. Like we do some education stories, we see what they happen na the classrooms them. But you go surprise you for no say, not even a village, but a school in McKinney where I do a story on. Now stone them picking in the Sidona class. I went there, I have photos. So the party picking go begin to watch me that they say this na APC come out. But I did that story. If anybody want for let I give the story or for let contact me. When I went to the school, I want for actually assess because me production team assigned me that I would do a story on what are the challenges primary schools that they face. When I go to this school, where they inside McKinney, not even outside, for say, so I will say in a village. I met with the deputy head teacher. It's sad for telling me say, Browser Igualo do the interview. I said, it's well can this classroom. When we entered that classroom, now stone there. If I even where they do the interview, me and the deputy head teacher, I was like, who's how they sit down now? I said, where is it now? To an extent, they tell you say, if I want to say where the free quality education or capture, we have the expect say President Bio for capture. Now the health and sanitation aspects of these schools. Because you know go feed me in a school. You know what feed me in a dirty place. That puts it that way. If I'm going to school, because we will meet up Pakaba in term. Then tell the way some of you will go school, Pakaba in term. We all see, beginning the every morning people earn money for itself. You need the money for lunch.
You go eat bulgur.
You get the condo, you get the bulgur, you get the pap. If they urge you for going to school, and we are preparing it so nice.
Now, in that light, Carl revealed something, say even the food where they get the picking name, tend to forget a whole lot of problem right now. Now, the percentage first where they get at about 16%, the school feeding, that's one. Then the quality of food now gets a big question mark, where to some extent they say even we will come up and against them.
Yeah, if I can come in that area, but sad. I just want to follow let's just be law play justice now. You see there are certain projects, my brother. I would say the words we are strong for, say the free quality education, it's meaningless. I'll put it in that form.
It's not meaningless.
I will put you directly, but I'll take you back to one of the examples where you talk about during days there when they go school, the days of the late His Excellency Alhaji Dr. Ahmed Tijan Kaba, and during that time we really enjoy the Sababu education
project. Yes, exactly.
Project,
yes.
And so if you think about it and look at how the project go, me and you to know say the Sababu education project, I will not say it was a failure, but it was very infantile in my estimation. You understand? So because it's a project like when you deal with project for education, for health, it's very broad. It entails, I think, 3 or 4 aspects of the administrative, the technical, the procurement, and I think one other. And so project like this, earlier on you make mention, say, you go into a school where in the school no get benches and whatnot. That is why platform like this is necessary. That is why the civil society is there, like Carl and the likes of Mankind, to serve as check and balances for improve on the gray areas. So before I come to the question back, so if we can do small justice to this government, I would say the educational expert them go able to tell you say it's not going to be easy for us to solve this issue once and for all, because we started it way back to the Sababu education. We know the misgivings then we come out of that, and now we propose free education. It's a purpose. For me, we will not acquire it. We are trying to acquire it. And there are some good aspects that we don't create also.
Oh, yes.
So now coming to the food part of it, that one I'll
But
give.
Edward, if you go agree for say 7 year picking even inside the holy books, then go tell you say the right scene for the right time. Don't begin the get sense for the pray or you go don't go class 1. But anyways, continue.
Yes, and it took us 10 or 11 years for we evaluate the Sababu education. And Dr. Alpha we was at the center of it. We know waiting at some of the findings that we come out of that way. They are not good for us as citizens of Sierra Leone because a huge sum of money. In fact, one of the things people can laugh about is I say the project even build schools in an area that we picking and no day. Only farmers are there, but schools are there. You understand the faraway project.
Yeah.
So it took us 10 or 11 years for us to assess that particular project day. So getting this platform for discuss issues we pertaining to that and giving the right to the civil society for argue or for do the research and backed up with government their own, I would say, petty evaluation we then go do. I think there is room for improvement. And we also talk about the leadership also. See, it was David Senge who was at the center of it and now he's not at the center of it. But what I know is if there are good policies, if there are good structures, and the system are in place, it no matter how that come into power. Even if they change you to take out another person, you will work with the system and where you meet. But just as I say, the project it needs time for we for sit down and evaluate and once and for all.
Okay.
The errors are there. We see them vividly, but also the good aspect of it are also there. And we will be patient when dealing with this broader perspective. We talk about education. It's not about like a transport business where you will just make provision for people in Freetown, but talk about education, you make provision for every Sierra Leonean, and especially the children coming up because they are our future leaders. So when you make such provision, you obviously get for expect say there will be errors. The only thing, the negligence on the side of government is what pains me the most, because the authorities are misusing the funds. That I will make very clear to you. Because if I give some of the statistics of the money the way they come inside for free education, if we use that money wisely, probably I will be give them 40 out of 60%. But the way the project is going is gradually slow because of reasons we don't elaborate now just now. But let's give it a time. Probably after 10 years now, we can come up with the findings and say this is what happened during the free quality education. We not gain this, we not gain this, we not gain. As it happens for the Sababu education. Alpha, we had nothing to say. Because he not say they get time for do evaluation and get time for work. He did not do anything. They misuse our funds. So let's do the same to Julius Malabio-led government.
So gentlemen, just quickly watch on the screen. This side, I don't know when last you visited Aberdeen or Long Beach. I don't know when last go there.
Yeah, I go there every Saturday. Actually.
You go there every Saturday?
Yeah.
At this point, I get out.
So I've been saying like Saturday we go there. Aberdeen and Long Beach, to be precise.
Well, you don't go too far from this, actually. And
so which is better? Saturday you and this house better?
This Saturday is similarly like this. And I know say this better past this because for every day you get for the dirty they increase. Every day the sewage they come. Every day. So it might be good this hour, then water can go to the next hour. We're going to get a slight change in how the level of dirty day. But generally speaking, the beach is very indecent as a touristic view for Sierra Leoneans. We're not very proud of some of these things even. And you get body that were responsible for some of these things. Like I'm the last time I did Radio Democracy, and I make them very clear that for me, if I began any capacity with the president, the entire tourist board should have been dissolved because they are not doing anything.
Now, so you say tourist board?
Yeah, that's what I know. That's my own opinion, and I can argue me fact. I can give me premise.
Yes. Why did you say that?
Look at the beach now. That's a clear example.
All right. So Kai was there. It's Satosa Ishidon so yesterday. He said they were spending about 1 million millions for clean the beach per month. And they pay about 80 workers just for clean. And the team don't look turn one at for them. That is why they put out a press release and say this to some extent, not all responsibility. But when you say now, the tourist board for dissolve if you get the power, or if you get a direct contact. So I don't know where you're coming from. They say that they spend Boku and not to their responsibility.
Okay, so the question is very easy to answer. Is it reflective? The 1 million or what's not they are spending, is it reflective? If not, then I'm not getting anything to argue about. Let's just presume what he's saying is true. But in the eyes of Sierra Leoneans, me and you know, see, it's not true. Because if they are spending it, it should be reflective. If we foresee them. So if Kai was there, that's what I would tell you.
So now the arguments come in where Marian from City Council, CSFB Sidoyanda, and talk say, well, the whole argument was centered around revenue collection. So Marian puts in submission say, the Western area rural, them beaches, them where they get, them clean because the money when they collect, I mean, the revenue they go to some extent, City Council, they get part and parcel of her. But tourist board, then they do their own, and then they collect revenue. And now they expect, say, whether and then for go WhatsApp. City Council, because they called on City Council as the body responsible. And to some extent, Sky even say this now environmental problem. Ministry of Environment for being involved in this whole saga.
When it started, how it started, when we are YouTube born, we'll be small, we'll go to beach, we'll be ever experience sewage. It's environmental, it's natural, I accept, I agree. But what kind of measures they don't put in place for mitigate this?
Yes, the kind of way me they see so.
I
don't think saying that the water they call this dirty.
You to the water?
No.
Now waiting there.
These are human beings where they go eat dirty. Then my boy how they pass clean salon, clean free tongue, clean book, kenema, whatever the case may be. Now if I don't change the dimension. Get no more. Right now even telling the work and they host it. They don't clean it dirty. We see get just the common I don't know more even back.
So you think say, then they go to and bend at the beach?
Well, I will not say, but I will alleged. I will not say, I will not confirm. But this don't tell me they see so na this screen now. They tell you say these na don't see the whole people in the go to Ibiana. But again, they will begin to tell you say City Council not provide the necessary facility for all the two way we don't see them.
So that's another thing.
At some point, I even want to question the mayor as to what she is really doing. It's not about being on TV, speak big English. No. We see make you think say the mayor on McKinney City Council then they hail him. Every day, to my faith as a Muslim, 4:00 a.m. that man don't grab. They join the team for clean. 4 a.m. na morning. Abubakar Lamtes. He don't grab, he don't join. He get a team. Sweepers, them way they sweep the street. But now I say free on. They tell people in the grab for go work now. Then 8, 9 o'clock, they see them, they sweep. Even at home, you know they allow your papa grab. He meet dirty or he meet you, they sweep that moment. He will make sure see you grab early. Your papa, you go don't sweep before you daddy grab. They don't see dirty safe. So that sends a big question to the McKinney City. I wish I would get the mayor. Me and Sido would talk.
I think I don't get the opportunity there, and no end well. Why I say no end well? Because for me, the Freetown City Council, if I will be objective, they are opposition. So I will say, because the head of the institution, administrative institution, is of the opposition. And when you are in opposition, we don't say we can do anything possible for make the government of the day not succeed. But I want Akissoya to be very, very, very righteous with himself as a Sierra Leonean, not as an opposition.
And last bad you. No go through righteousness.
So my question where I posed to where make the conversation did not went any more further is, if now we come for president, he expects me for vote for him with just being a mayor.
If I give the woman room,
there is no impact.
Now 5 rooms and
so that was the question.
Now room again,
so for me, there are institutions where I can consider.
Look at this.
They mess the government.
And at December, the council.
I will use that because I will use that word because they are not doing anything. Even if they are spending billions of billions. They're not doing anything.
So this case now that age you think safe for day, because it's like one person they also just they blame them.
The two people, the National Tourist Board and the Freetown City Council, they are responsible. If I was there, where Kai say they don't have a mandate, let Kai check a mandate well. The Tourist Board Act, I think on 2019 or what, we established the National Tourist Board. it make mandate for that for clean the beach.
So
because tourists and get for so it's okay wants to tell me that as where the office this so now when they go get guests them we Kapawa, let's say the Budapest festival, we can get lots of visitors there when they come. Yes. They go get the bold intention in mind for good at this beach. Let's be plain. With all the 1 million we say they spend, it's not reflective.
So sorry, you see one thing.
So some things when they can elect for defend or argue about, why not elect for spend time on them?
That is
because
why they
it's
have
very
been
practical.
paid. That is why they have been paid.
Well, it's our money.
It's our money, but the honesty is not there. The trust is not there.
Yeah, so at times I don't
If
need to go deep into it.
today, you are my brother. You will be appointed sometime, someday. My man, the fact that I appointed as a mouthpiece is to defend the institution.
Yeah, but I had to play my own part. Earlier on, I'm here you see, when David Senga became Minister of Basic and Secondary Education, he played his own part. Even though there were errors, I know there were errors. But the good area covered the grey areas. 80 or 90% you could agree to that. So if they put you into offices like this, don't about coming to the media, say what you want to say for impress people. No, well, as the detriment of us, because now we are so far so. This, you know how many stories and go on see this?
So let me
our own detriment.
If you are appointed as the communications specialist or officer for Ministry of Energy, how do you rate the energy sector in Sierra Leone in a scale of 10?
I will give them 6.
All right.
That passing Macron, my man. You are not honest.
I will give them 6. No,
I just can't with this because all of this what they say now. These are party pickings. They have been unpicked. Second doya. I could remember.
But I'm going to take a claim she make so.
Huh?
I said I'm going to take a claim she make so.
It's not about anything where they say and I'm not in the media.
No, I will agree to it because
the trajectory where they now.
Yes. Most of the appointees are politically affiliated.
They are politically affiliated.
I will accept.
Most. We are not say all.
Imagine a whole family.
Oh, the answer. So you want to say something about
what about them? What
they are from Putloko. They are Sierra Leoneans.
The vice spokesman don't say to some extent and they don't help.
1925. Sentiment. A lot of sentiment. And I will understand him. He's the spokesperson. And just as my brother said,
1925,
even if they were here in 1910, my problem will get to that particular. But let's just focus.
Yeah, we still live at it.
Yeah, let's just focus on you. We'll go for
so the Ministry of Environment has something to do.
Okay.
The Seri Council, if our city council are the first priority, let's be honest to ourselves.
They have lots of work to do. What they know they do.
I mean, city council gets a whole lot for do. Like I said, no, sometimes the mamina when
but look at the manpower. Then get a manpower there. The whole lot for do. Then get the manpower.
Yes.
That is why we have the local council's budget to the Kigi. Every MDAs or minister or whatever, they give a budget for a fiscal year 2020 something 2020. Say now this and this I want for achieve put and bump then give the money. And you say they go the money now. But one thing again, we are observing that then councils there, the political wing and the administrative wing need to see the same side.
Especially for Freetown City Council. Let's be specific.
Not so Freetown City
because
Council.
Because at some point there are claims that they say the council will not get budget.
Yes, they not get. I remember when
which was false. It was too false, and it circulates around because the council is flooded by people from the opposition. I will tell you that for free. It was false. I was there in the ministry. Yes, I was there in the Ministry of Finance. Building. When they had their own budget, I was there. Not to say that.
No, it's not about
so it surprised me for that.
It's not about reading their budget. When they talk about
the money was given. 200 billion was given.
That's what I wanted to ask.
Quarterly.
It's not about, can't tell me say I don't give $5,000.
So this, for me, the Tourist Board and the council, I would say the Ministry of Environment, I'll bring them in because they're new. They are the newborn baby. It's a new institution.
But
the mayor and the so-called chair for the Tourist Board, they have the biggest blame. They are not doing anything. I will tell you that for free. They are not doing anything. I will dissolve those bodies if I get the power.
But again, have we made effort as journalists to find out as to what is really happening within the tourism sector, or what is happening within council itself? Like I said earlier on, when you go, most of the councils there are now ODC. If I the power sharing,
there is no excuse.
sharing, now the council.
There is no excuse. There is no missing link. We go say something. The only area where I would say probably is a little bit of indifference.
The CA and the political head.
And it's fine. They are not. I go agree to that. But everybody gets him.
And the CA and the vote control.
Yes, that is not what we own. It's not our issue. What we know is service delivery. We don't want to know if they're not they talk for the rest of the year. That's a political aspect.
But it's as fast as work.
Yes, so it's not our business. What we care about
because
is what they give us.
Silence and face transition.
So that shows the credibility and integrity of some of the people they are in. Now we elect them into some of these offices. We they dance for the blah blah blah.
Because they pass through party the way people elect.
That shows the
people
so as Iranians, when we appoint some of these guys, we need to scrutinize them.
That is why some
we need to scrutinize
them. They say BBC we feel away Kelabao. He say if you Kela no be bao, Alasana like they don't go. Red keke and green keke, they don't go.
My man, I'll tell you for free. It will be very difficult for Sierra.
So quick one, yes.
This is really,
this is another
serious.
thing. The other argument with the two of them get is my lady, we work on city council, they say if you so Hennekin and Kai was saying our household thing there. To some extent, even we the ordinary people.
We get we own blame.
It's like we self get a part for
Brad,
play
this particular
in
one.
Listen. There are certain things in the it ain't the blood of Sierra. It ain't our DNA. For Tukuwe streets, for Pisna streets, it's natural for us now. But the thing, what we are trying to say is, we say we don't blame because some of them here now wait to drop na the water and water whatever way it take, you know they keep inside. The brain can come out. You understand? So I will accept say now blame. But what are the institutions there for? Public education. Tell people say not do this, not do this. Is it happening? It was surprising for no. It take me time for us to be the communications person in a city council. It took me long time. Unless I had to pass through somebody where a relative, where you get office there, I had to go ask that person for able to make a get the communications person.
So they get work who work for do this whole right to access information, even with us like a challenge where they get you go see the one forget certain information.
But it's difficult.
This is another point where you don't bring out where we actually at least we need to recommend or maybe find a way because the right to access information will say they are doing XYZ. CDBN say again when they get a court case against a particular bank when they try for get information, when they withhold the information, all of those things put together. But this is another challenge you'll find in this field. Certain information we want to put them out to the public, but those responsible then they hold them so they make the information for come out. So now they get on the right to just like that example where you say you want for reach out to the communications person, take you time. So all of these things put together. Now, amongst many of the contributing factor we make this an eyesore. You not even find for somebody even want for eat or drink.
And again, you go it tells you for the
or banga kanda.
Yes, total.
Even if you do now, try for do research. If you want to forget the tourist board chairman, she's a female. If you want to forget them, I'll tell you so it will take you the next 3 months. Yes, I'll tell you that. Because they are human beings. Probably they have low self-esteem or they don't get better conscience. So then go tend for idle and shell. Coming with someone where they feel say not good, is a bit talk, come and say everything, and I'm doing the wrong thing. And we are condoling it. I'll say that we are condoling it. Because even me and you now, I don't know, probably now because we did before the media, so we have to say what's now we are journalists, so we get for Siam. But what's our output out of this room? Have we ever led the protest to the mayor's office? No. Protest, I said, is my right as a citizen. If I write for police get right, forgive me. Say now this is very, very, very alarming. Trust me. And if you check, probably they reducing the revenue where the tourism they make for the country.
The only protest I think say some of you get for doing na the under the kind way they pay journalists them. There are media institutions. We need to see the facts. How many journalists in this country?
It's our right, it's our responsibility. As long as it's genuine. This one is a very genuine one.
Yeah, this is a very genuine.
So if me
this is a solution now we want to.
Yeah, so if me
moving forward.
Yes.
Moving forward. Public education. But sometimes again, those people being appointed in some of these positions are just car peg in the round hole. They are not fit. But I know we go appoint Taibu they sell Maggie for Kambi communications person. What did Taibu go tell me? Check most of the institutions that the communications officer they them put there, or information officers they them put there. They not get the background, the know-how. Some A clear example I'll tell you. I go do an internship. Now, one of the councils, them, where I'm not going to name, the IEC officer will be in that council day. To my greatest surprise, I don't hide myself for letting no say me a journalist. I pretend for be and also be natty because I be the college at that time. Later, I can find out say there is a computer in the office. It don't dusty. I was like, hey, this machine not work. Somebody just tell me say, yeah, easy there now. You know, so I be using machines. I said, what's happening now? So not until I use my journalistic skills, I will convince the IEC for explaining me. He was like, well, this position, we know the right. I said, I didn't put me first. This is someone who now be the beat APC time for this party, you know. I was like, what? So since then, all the work we be doing because I studied mass communication at that time. I don't practice for over 8 years at that time when I go do me internship. So most of the work then type in and whatever and I do minutes and all that. So the machine begin work back. So there are a whole lot of things. When we appoint people, let's be honest to ourselves when we are appointing people in certain position. Hey boy, if this man and me in go school, so if in office, so for put on day, the best thing I can do for him, my brother, let me empower you. Go to England, go and study. Go to America, go to Germany, go and study. Or if you want, I will give you business money.
Hey, Yusuf, they said chief at school line for put law. So now, go to the 12th district and for scatter.
The amalgamation. Let my brother start the ball rolling.
Not just scatter at the ball. Look, they did that. So they say they want for pool. Jogbana inside Joe Santigin Os. So this is the plan.
Yeah, yes. Black Johnson for BOT.
So
the brother from
John Obey.
John Obey.
Yeah. Yes.
You're in town from K Town, I think.
So now the case stand there, gentlemen. I see him.
Well, so they can't get Tumbo district. John Obey district.
Well, you know, I was fortunate to be in the usual weekly press briefing where the Ministry of Information can get every Tuesday at UE building. And the minister was there, and he tried to give some justifications on why then decide to do some of these things. I might buy some, I might not buy some, because it might be politically motivated, it might be of good reason because of decentralization and proper developmental infrastructure. It gets a whole lot of angle where it entails. But you see, these things when they happen, it will sound you back for go into the first point to make where I say it might be politically motivated. One school of thought will tell you, say, the Sierra Leone People's Party not get better stay or not get better grounds in Freetown. So they will have to dismantle some of these places. And backed up with the proportional representation case, it might be of the interest, and they might succeed. And also, another school of thought going for TAC, it might be for developmental purpose. It might be for infrastructural development. Because if you see, say, most of these places where they separate, if you do your research now, they're not open. Compare as of by then, when it be there under one. For example, K Town, I think from Black Johnson. If you go to that particular community there now, you go see it don't more broaden to an extent we are in.
More people.
Yes, more people don't come, and how more people they come, and so they give room for more improvement and more administrative offices them. So probably I might say, from the good part of it, they are doing it probably. So after they don't broaden, because like take an example now, the bigger picture in Freetown, where they want for share to two. You might see the one Akisoya is not doing anything. So probably if they share into two, if Western area rural or what is having 50 buses for this part, I think the other area, the urban also, they self go survive from that. But now, me I know for sure see most of them dirty motorcar, the vehicle they call it dirty, you know they touches every side in Freetown. That's for sure. No, they go every part.
So for you, it's to say the Freetown City Council or Freetown, like the workload or the burden too much?
Well, yes, to some extent, I will say that because the Freetown way they will make this provision for under the 1991 Constitution, it don't broad. It don't very, very broad. There are areas we first them now, we bush areas, but now massive infrastructure don't take place there. And I will agree to that. I will not go into the political aspect of it for now. I will look at how developed some of these places don't be. Let's take example, very close to Winaya, Lumley. Lumley by then, when I was a small boy going to school, Lumley was very, very small. I think Lumley Road no more. But now you get Kamayama. If Lumley don't can join up with East Station.
Yes, phase 2.
Yes.
That phase 2
access. Yes, so you able to the up station, you use Kandong, you don't reach Lumley. Because you don't get large population, we don't can take to Juba. The recent drive now, my elder brother was fortunate. He said don't put him in the street. Yeah, because the place is open. And interestingly, the old Mary buildings, they not be too care about for name the street or it is. So you use the initiative. Let me popularize myself. You don't get a Masali drive. It was not there by then. So there are certain areas them where the ministry outlines so when they don't try for separate. Like Black Johnson separate from I think John Obi. Black Johnson is a very big community now. And not too long from now, then they can get a fish harbor. Then they can get a train harbor also. So getting these two, it might bring a lot of decentralization. People get for transfer good because you have to create employment. So people have to travel to be there. So if then try for open John Obi gets in councillor or in district council chairman, similarly to Black Johnson. I think the opportunities will be at a level par.
Look, come from this other angle. You can't put me in aside, let's say from morning, give me chop for it. Amongst the other community, I think Mabela, they separate them from coursing. And the entire coursing force, we get to deal with different areas there around that. Tego Mountain Court, then just get 2 schools inside there. For example, one the Mabela Primary School and the Anzaru School within inside of court. Now they are separating some of them communities and they are just used here as a case study, for example. Then hospital we then get. My brother, if you go inside under, in fact, you don't see the people every day say no to hospital get na start for ship them for day. They can't put me in a place for morning, for example. Then you not give me chop for it. You want to separate these places, yet there are many things we they need for going with the normal lives and not being provided. All of those consideration.
I understand the area you are trying to come from, but from what I know is when they share these things, when they separate these two, it get for make room for lots of things. Now, just like how you say, you can put me in one place, then give me food for it. You understand? So I know for sure, and for quote, if I can quote the minister now, provisions like that will be made.
It don't tell the island in premises. I remember in 2016 when this Karine, Falaba, they all not been there, and amongst many other reasons, people they cry now. Oh, they can't separate this. You know, put now it's no longer now Northwest region now. You understand? We don't add per salon load already. Yet these people in this part of the country still they grumble say we not get this. If woman they pabele get for komo yanda go yanda, then get the village that names them. All of those things,
Yeah.
So the word na more to load na aid. You can say on paper I am providing this or I'll provide this, but the practical reality not tend for be the same.
Well, that is why we are here. That's why the media is there. The civil societies are there. So, you understand? Now this is the proposal they've made that we share these districts into this and this. And according to the minister, he's a man I respect. I do have a high level of respect for him because at times what he can say he can do. So so I can get respect for him compared to some
the local
that I don't have any.
Minister.
Compared to the others or some where I don't get 0% for. You understand? He say they will have to do this. So let's wait and see. If they did not,
so small money, then they'll take it for village center first for them. But yes, Yusuf.
So, when party they can have power and they try for left, we all see what happened during EBK's time. If actually now from a genuine point of view, then he can for the amalgamate these places. Then, which question next you go on for ask? Now, when I don't can separate, for example, when I don't can separate Black Johnson and that of Ube. When I don't can separate them. Okay. John Obe said they be going to Black Johnson for get XYZ facility, let's say health facility. So now that I can separate Black Johnson and John Obe, now I don't say we get Obe Street, Obe District, we get Black Johnson District. Black Johnson District, now they Obe Districts, they John Obe District, people and they go for we get health facility. Have you provide or have you made measures or put strategies in place for make sure say people already John Obe, not they go again at Black Johnson, we go build their own hospital. We also and we see what they happen now, na Karine district, Falaba district. These are places where still they suffer out road facility, good road network. These are places where still they suffer out good health facilities. But the rationale behind the amalgamating this district, for me, na a political interest.
Okay.
Now, why my point is, why only this they happen when we the election time they come? Why na no more we can experience this thing they happen? Say now election time they can go divide them district there.
Yeah, so that's why if I can interrupt you, that's why when I started my premise, I said it's for two reasons. One can be of good, one can be of bad. It might be politically motivated, just as I say. We know every not get better seats now. Freetown. You understand? So, and when we see when they do the proportional representation system,
go don't divide and say back na APC man.
Yeah, so no. If you observe when we practice the proportional representation in 2023, we see SLP gets parliamentarians even a Makeni, then get councillor even a Cambia, now APC get councillor na Bo, APC get councillor na Moyamba. So now if they carry it on a Freetown, man, let's be frank. If now they have separated John Obe and Black Johnson, probably the member of the councillor might be of APC as Black Johnson, and as I said for John Obe, it might be of SLPP. So in their own interest, they will have more support in those areas. We see say the rise of Honorable Tawa make SLPP get some small stake na Lombi. The rise of Honorable Minu na the eastern parts of Sierra Leone make SLPP get small stake na the east. Few areas we are in them.
It was like a no-go area.
Yes, for them they succeeded. So probably in their own interest, they might think that if we do this backed up with the proportional representation system, it might be of our own interest. But again, as my old lecturer can say, Dr. Kwasi is a Ghanaian. He said whenever government say then they propose this, he said don't just jump into conclusion. You understand? You should, as a member of a Forte State, if you sit down, you analyze and you process. Then, if the government fail from the area of processing, then you can hit them from there. So let's give it a try. It might be of a novel to some of us. Because like Kameni says, I was born in Freetown, I was raised in Freetown.
Now one Freetown there.
I know it's Freetown. So now if then say they can't...
Freetown, East and West.
East and West.
Well, so it's a Freetown. But they say now they're going to share it, where everybody they get in district administration, getting in technical staffs, getting this. I think, in my own estimation, then self no say school no de John Obe. Then self no say school no de DB Awata.
I hope space go there for Bilole and day.
It will.
So quick one, Yusuf, in just a minute, we're rounding up. What you want for left with?
What you have for left with?
Yeah. So Yusuf, before coming, I just want for say something pertaining the answer issue. Yeah, I don't want for really.
Edward and answer.
Yeah, I don't want for left without touching that particular issue. Where you see again, you have to be very objective when dealing with the issue. Then the Answer family, they are known for their business family. I think they own Shalima Trading. Shalima Trading, I think they are the owners, or they are part owners of it. So when it comes to the business, they are very business minded.
So forget the minister.
No, I'm coming.
Special envoy.
I'm coming. They are very business minded. I'm talking about the good aspect of the family.
Oh,
I'm talking about their appointment. They have a very rich background when it comes to business. You understand? And if you look present beyond trajectory now, where they try for take, they try for blend both together. All in big 5 game changer, blend with investment and whatnot, for making it a very good stay. And again, giving them these appointments, I'll come to the negative aspect of wherein I would like for express
1 minute
that.
Again,
but the positive aspect of it is a president has that power. And I think, see, me and you know they in any capacity for change. for now. So all what we say is basically going to be a news to the president or a novel to him. But now, the negative aspect of this is, my first question when I see the appointment letter, 4 family members, they're not even cousins, they're not nieces or nephews, they are brothers and sisters, or brothers, all 4 of them, and you give their appointment. What about the ordinary Sierra Leoneans? They are not Sierra Leoneans who are business-minded just like these people. They are. We have them, lots of them. Recently, we see Alpha Sali, they boost the tourism area for you. He's having a nightclub, and I know that he owns a very reputable hotel in Sierra Leone.
No go area for we they are up on there.
No, but you see, these appointments by law, these are supposed to be given to the ordinary citizens. We get citizens, they're also business-minded, that are making a huge sum of millions from them. So here's a question where I ask you, you see, Gento was a very good candidate for the Kasafoni project.
Yes.
But some issues will come up. It was partially sidelined, even though instead forget some of the mandates then, but it was sidelined. So, but the point I want to make here is the president, what he's doing, I think he needs to be advised properly when making such appointments. There was a particular time an appointment was made, and the person will not be even aware. See, because by law, before they proclaim the appointment, they need for inform the person. Say you are going to be appointed.
Yeah, sometimes
because he say not do anything.
Sometimes
so the person needs to be advised properly when doing appointments.
Sometimes I for surprise
if the one give diplomatic passports or the one sending for go study, even if they not tell you, bruh, as you say, the glad.
For my research, the Anta family we are using diplomatic passports since Pakaba in days. They don't get diplomat. So the diplomatic passport is not one of the reasons why they were appointed.
Yeah, okay. So you asked me where they left.
And all of this is a summary, actually, especially with this the amalgamation thing.
All right. I just want the government to think around providing the necessity, the things, the basic amenities that a particular person for enjoy in a certain community. If you then they amalgamate, in fact the word too big for someone they watch you now. If then they separate, then they shape them. For the people then say air. Then they shape them from A to B. If A and B be there together, they pull B inside A. So let A left on ion. So let B self get ion. But again, if they find out say A na him be get hospital, na him be get praying field, na him be get church, na him be get mosque, na him be get this XYZ, then B no get them. Will the government provide these things or these?
But again, there is no barrier there is no barrier say B not for use A in property. Even though for let B get in property.
But it's not a jealous seeking starts.
No, there's no barrier. There's no barrier. If the health center is for John Obe, even if I'm from Kaine, there's no barrier that I'm not supposed to.
Imagine one day John Obe in boss say, well, you can't use me, you know.
Yes, I will accept say bluff. They say bluff to you, no bluff to other man. That's
barrier no go day.
Yes, but there's no barrier in using this.
Okay, let's say the only center for cancer na Lunge then go Bilam. Then in all the Frito. Look at the population of people within a Frito in Lunge. Would you be going to Lunge when you need to finance yourself? Transportation. All of these things. So the government needs to think wisely. Let we not see the mistake with the APC then be do today, or the past government. I don't like to talk around party, but the past government be do. They establish Karine district. They establish Falaba district. Now we see some of the constraints with them. Then district they need to face. You go agree with me say Karine district council. I don't know for now, but before now the first district council chairman will be there and not be the office. They not get structure itself. The building not be there.
But now they have
now somebody go give them.
They have one.
Well, I don't know. I have not been there.
They have good electricity. So APC that they share with them we do. It creates a good effect also.
Okay. Thank you very much.
I don't know whether it's the economic effect you're
Yusuf Mosie Suma, a journalist, and Edward Nyaketwe, and also Ransford McLean, we are with you. Thank you very much, gentlemen. I don't take you through the stories of the week. Health Tiblo joined Paulina Bendusamba, the birthday girl, who said they tell about too much alcohol when you take how much they affect your reproductive organ.
and welcome to Today Health Tips. Today, let me talk about something where plenty people not can think about. How alcohol go affect fertility inside man and woman. First, make we talk about the woman them. When woman they drink alcohol, it dey shake up hormone balance and make ovulation not regular. It can reduce egg quality and make them hard for you get belle. Inside man, alcohol can lower testosterone level, reduce sperm count and affect sperm quality and motility. Too much drinking can even cause impotence or problem with sexual performance. But why all this why are so important? Even if you dey drink small, and you dey take am fast, it go interfere with your productive health over time. Couple them where they try forget speaking for plan need for mind lifestyle things them like alcohol, smoke and diet. So with all this waiting we for do now. If you dey plan forget speaking, the best way now for limit or avoid alcohol. Keep healthy weight and go dey eat balanced food. But also, go dey see your doctor if it take you long for like get belle. Your reproductive health it depend by your everyday choices them. So be intentional with your lifestyle and you go see this make big difference for start healthy family.
We learn from the health tip. The Enalo take a flight schedule for tomorrow. Starting with the Sea Coach boat service, there's an early and bright departure at 5 a.m. Aska Airlines flight KP023 will depart from Banjul, making stops in Freetown at 8:05 a.m. Accra, and finally arriving in Lomé at 8:45 a.m. Next up, at 8:30 a.m., Aska Airlines flight KP043 will take off from Freetown and head to Lomé, arriving at 9:10 a.m. In the afternoon, at 1 p.m., Aska Airlines flight KP022 will depart Lomé, stop in Freetown at 4 p.m. and arrive in Banjul at 4:45 p.m. At 4:05 p.m., another Aska Airlines flight will leave Lomé and head to Accra and then to Freetown. Also in the afternoon at 4 p.m., Air Senegal flight HC213/4 is scheduled to leave Dakar, arriving in Banjul at 6:55 p.m. and Freetown at 7:50 p.m. For those traveling overnight, at 9:30 p.m., Turkish Airlines flight TK533/4 will depart from Istanbul with a stop in Ouagadougou before arriving in Freetown at 1:10 a.m. and continuing back to Istanbul at 2:10 a.m. That's all for our flight schedule. Have a lovely flight. Now, not time for look and take lights. Look from the flights for look and get on lights, and Big Daddy is here for take us through the ENT world. Bonjour.
Ça va bien?
So what's popping, man?
All right, Rabbi, good afternoon. And of course, viewers out there, good afternoon and welcome to your entertainment segment here on Sleek Television, Channel 37. So what's happening, of course, we have Kwame here on our screen. Of course, it has been long. We'll know from her. You know, remember the song Angela?
Angela.
Yeah, you know, but so after a very long time, I mean, the brother man decided for come back on the screen, and as you see here is Emotion, of course, that now the new song where he decided for bring we back. But let's go into it. Let's take a look at Emotion. We'll be right back shortly because it's just a teaser. Now, of course, well, sorry we can't bring that to you, but let's go for our next. Now, on the next, of course, it's the bad man. Faz the bad man. Remember Faz the bad man? Yes, soft walk. Now you walk, oh, remember those days? Yes, so Faz the bad man finally don't tie the knot. He's off the market. Yes, so he tied the knot with a long-time beautiful girlfriend, of course, which he make very private and unknown to plenty, you know, people. I mean, you get certain people who just like secrets, you know.
You know, see, I learned from this. Imagine the bad man.
I tell you, bad
see, this is more or less the way some of them for they learn from this.
Some of them.
Say even the bad man and they tie the knot, but some of them are still. I don't know what you guys are doing, but.
But anyway, so Faz the bad man, of course, don't tie the knot finally, and as he making post, it has been very long. It's been a long time coming, and I mean, finally having to do this with you, you know, it's a blessing and a good one. So congratulations to Faz the bad guy, of course, for this one. And moving away from Faz the bad guy now, let's go straight up to Rayboy Blue with Last Barrier. Well, of course, Rayboy Blue is all set, even as he set for drop Last Barrier, and this particular song will be dropping, I mean, Friday, the 4th of September. What are they beg? I mean, what's coming?
You know, this the thing, make him better Nigeria film Last
Barrier.
Yeah, I be afraid that film though. So I'm gonna say I go for like this particular thing here, so because they have been afraid the film.
I'm telling you.
I would turn that fear to love and try to love.
I'm telling you. It's not funny. But anyway, away from the Last Barrier, of course, let's talk about Yal Mami. I tell you, the only woman we get man, Yal Mami. You know what I mean? So Yal Mami is giving us a vibe. If you want to be the main guy, there are certain quality as a guy you forget. If you want to be the main guy, you know, say plenty man can fall in love and you want to make him the main guy, but you need to do what it entails. On this song right here, Yal Mami they try for, you know, tell the man if you want to be the main guy, there are certain things where you need to do. But let's take a look at what the lady have for us. We'll be right back shortly.
Every second that the society they make headline and they issue them, can up now we aid.
All right, so Rabi, imagine you being a lady, you know, a guy to be the main guy. I mean, what are some of the things that you think, say, you know, the individual need to do as a guy?
I wish that girls talk could be there. Well, I'm not gonna just tell the girls code. You know, we know the things. But I think the first one of us, I need for love you. Yes, and I need for see say you love me. That's tip one. The other tip then they but let's leave it this way.
Okay.
Now girls talk would go scatter that.
All right, no Allah. Anyway, moving away from there, of course, let's talk about the biggest events where, I mean, you can be the next big winner. I mean, season 3, we don't see season 1 and season 2. Now season 3 is here. And the forms are still out. They go for $65 only. But for you, we're going to wonder, say, not a boku money. The money when you change now 1,500 loans, no more. And now 1.5 billion is a new old loan, sorry. So go and get your form. And you can reach now King's Empire 81 Levuma Beach Road, Goderich. Now day you will able to get your form. And guess what? At the end of this month, sale will be closed. Because according to President Kroma, of course, say it had been sold out. They just left few for people who like last minute. You know, plenty people like last minute.
Now we should know kind of.
I tell you, so for you like last minute, you can rush now. Na King's Empire, Level Beach Road, of course, 81, and get you form for just 65 or 1,500 new loans and 1.5 million old loans only. And it stands for winning a 3-bedroom duplex. Oh my God. A car and a whooping sum of $10,000. Stop playing. It's about that time.
It'll be small money, be that.
I tell you, $10,000. Anyways, moving away from House of Star. Now, let's talk about the biggest event. So, earlier today, of course, you know now, as it be, I just tell people what exactly I get for do. Where I don't give man the outline. Man say,
they shock.
They say if they don't go, that means they miss. Seriously. So, ladies and gentlemen, all this corner is coming up Saturday, October 11, and we'll take man in our FSSG Hall. No doubt. Come and let's enjoy. It's the first time with Epic Radio they bring this to now. We want to take una from the 60s to the Gen Z era. Dress up as your favorite artists. Come and celebrate with me. And just after October 11 Saturday, guess what? We go straight up to the Epic Radio Part 2. Yes, so Epic Radio, where they bring the Part 2 up, called the Epic Fiesta, and this one are the Splash Edition. And November 8th, the date. And we want for take at the pool. So we decide for take at Paradise City, Aberdeen Beach Road. We want for start 12 p.m. The reason why, we want for let everybody, everyone we want for come, bring the picking them. Let everybody come, let them enjoy, let them have fun, let we all come and gladly. Then later you will go with the picking them. Excusez-moi, that's what they can talk. Then you left we. I mean, we, the mommies and the daddies, you know. This is what it is. Will tell you. So November 8th, now the place to be, Paradise City, Aberdeen Beach Road. And finally, of course, we have Cardinal and Super Large. Of course, we don't drop Living Legend, and we go bring down the full toner in the next edition. You know. But anyway, that's it for the entertainment segment. Rabi.
Thank you very much. Thank you. I want for teaching me the steps about for prepare with
I tell you for the Epic Fiesta. Okay.
Thank you very much, Big Daddy. And very soon, Mohammed Toby Kabo will join us for take us through the sport world after the break.
Are you a lady going through issues in a relationship? You dey chop breakfast, you dey see pepper, my sister, you don't know who to talk to. Well, welcome to Girls Talk. Here on Girls Talk, we discuss everything that has to do with ladies and their relationship. Also, we get for the play entertaining and exciting games them. Not forget the gist part. Of course, Time Maggie get for the take place now. Always watch Girls Talk right here on Slick TV, channel 37. Get 'em nice.
The sportsman is there and he dressed like they already did at the football pitch, but he's not there practically, but I'm sure through the lens they can take with it. Welcome to B.
Yes, and of course, I did in the football attire today. And that means today Friday is all about football day. We're going to start with the Premier League, and Chelsea they play tonight. But first, an interesting story we developed for dodgeball. Dodgeball is a game where it's similar to handball because it's about using your hand for play. But in gets a board like tennis, so you need for hit, and you go to the opposite side. So we boys them from Sierra Leone, they make a remarkable record which we ladies them in Senegal, who say they're able to qualify to the next round of the West Africa dodgeball competition. And this is going to be a significant milestone for a game where Now it will be established in this part of the country, despite there are other countries in Africa where already been done the start to play dodgeball. So in this situation now, it gives us the question for ask the appropriate bodies, the Ministry of Sport, the National Sport Authority, when the Shaka Stevens Stadium, or better still, the National Stadium, be ready? Because as we speak, we understand the practicing field will partially be open for the next coming Sierra Leone Premier League, because the one for the people be drawn closer to the stadium. But again, there are other places where we expect, say, we for them already start for finish by now, the swimming pool. But the Shaka Stevens Stadium will not be ready for the next 1 year plus. I would love me, our control team, definitely for project another story, because I really want to end with the Mohamed Kalonin story, for look at players where he select and probably make some few analysis around the players where they don't select for the upcoming 2 games. I want to do some proper analysis on that, then definitely we go bring them. So this is Ruben Amorim. He's made the statement when Manchester United play against Arsenal in the opening game of the Premier League, which is say Manchester United go for beat all the team there in the Premier League. He's a coach, and he's proud for saying team go beat all the teams them in the Premier League. But since the start of the football season, Manchester United are yet for win a single game in the Premier League, nor in the domestic cup. They've been, of course, knocked out by a League 2 side, Camby City, from post-game penalties, and that be really hurt Manchester United, as many people don't they ask our supporters that Ruben Amorim is not the fittest man for lead Manchester United for the upcoming season. But that is what he been say, and that not really come to pass as we speak. So after Manchester United been knocked out in the Carabao Cup, now the full round of draw don't be made. I just go on you through. So Port Vale go play against Arsenal, Swansea City go play against Nottingham Forest, Lincoln go play against Chelsea, Tottenham Hotspur go play against Doncaster, Brentford go play Aston Villa, Huddersfield, Manchester City, Liverpool go play Southampton, and Newcastle go play against Bradford. And of course, in the round of 3 again of matches, then we have to see Sheffield Wednesday go play against Crosby Town, the team will eliminate Manchester United. Wolverhampton go play against Everton, Palace, Millwall, Burnley go play Cardiff, West Ham go play against Reading, Wigan go play against Wycombe, Barnsley, Brighton, and Fulham go play against Cambridge. So this is the first time in the history of the Carabao Cup for the Manchester United they knocked out in the early stages of the competition, and Manchester United are one of the record holders of the Carling Cup before it was changed to the Carabao Cup. It has to begin with stars, because the Champions League is about unearthing stars and creating memorable moments in football history. So the 2025 and 2026 Champions League ball don't be unveiled, and this could be a significant milestone, and the quality of the ball, now that it could track all the minutes where the player they use for strike the ball till the ball reach to the goal, and of course the number of passes we player make by day. So it means say there is a tracker on this ball where they check all the number of passes made by each player in the game. So we are taking technology closer to football. And now let's just see the full fixtures of how the teams they may line up yesterday in different ports for the Champions League. It's already been done yesterday in Monaco, and this we are the port: Paris, Madrid, Man City, Bayern, Liverpool, Inter, Chelsea, Dortmund, and Barcelona are the top tier teams. We've been there in Port 1, and in Port 2, Arsenal, Leverkusen, Atletico Madrid, Benfica, Atalanta, Villarreal, Juventus, Frankfurt, and Club Brugge are the team that will perform better in the last edition. And in Port 3, Tottenham, PSV, Ajax, Napoli, Sporting CP, Olympiacos, Slavia Prague, Bodo Glimt, and Marseille. And in Port 4, you get Company again, Monaco, Galatasaray, Union, SD, Karabag, Athletic Club, Newcastle, Panathinaikos, and Amati, a new club where they play the Champions League for the very first time. And there are 2 debutants in the Champions League where they come in for the very first time. There's a team from Kazakhstan where they play the Champions League for the very first time in the history of the club. So this is how the Ports then been there in the Champions League draw will take place in Monaco. Let me look at some other top stories. So it's about boxing. In the world of boxing, there are a lot of fights where they come shortly into the summer, and now this is going to happen. One of the fights of the century, as we speak, we have between Darren Till and Luke Rockhold. Currently, Rockhold now the current middleweight champions, and of course they made a press conference yesterday, a day before, and yesterday now be the weigh-in, then go weight and serve, and of course today where is the 30th start they get a very big fight, and of course this is a fight where many people don't say Luke Rockhold might defend the title or Darren Till go take over as the middleweight champion. Then we quickly run you through other sports before we come to the final list, and this could be Coach Mohamed Kallon. Don't invite 15 home-based players for the upcoming 2026 FIFA World Cup qualifiers as we play against Guinea-Bissau and Ethiopia. With 3 goalkeepers, Alhaji Cisse from Bantal, Francis Koroma from Riverford Strikers, Mamadou Jallo from Burundi IF from Denmark, and the defenders Usman Kake, after he missed out for a very long time, they are making return back to the senior national team. Abdoulaye Jumaba from Nins, Emmanuel Samadia from Hartford in America, Alpha Toure from El Gouna from Egypt, Nathaniel Jallo, home base FC Cologne, Salou Tarali, home base FC Cologne, Mohamed BCC, home base FC Cologne. The midfielders Al Hassan Koroma from Qatar, Abu Dumbuya from Malta, Saidu Fofana from Kazakhstan, Mohamed Kaba from Bo Rangers, Santigi Fona from Slifa, Alusain Dumbuya from Eastern Lions, John BCC from Bantal, Alhaji El Jallo, where they get him first call up to the senior national team from Luawa, and Santigi as well, this time fourth senior call up, he plays for Slifa. And the strikers, Kai Ansu Kamara, we currently not registered a single goal yet for a club in the USL. In the MLS, pardon me, and we get Mohamed Buya Toure from Kazakhstan, Mustafa Bundu from Handover in Germany, Augustus Kagbu, Blackburn Rovers in England, and Momo Kamara from Minnesota United, now the United States, Musa Kamara from Ports Authority, and of course Mohamed Kamara from Bible Warriors, another new debutant in the senior national team. And we conclude by Mohamed Lapo Dumbuya, Momo Lapo Dumbuya from FC Cologne. So this is the final 26 players invited by Coach Mohamed Kallon for with 2 upcoming games against Guinea-Bissau and Ethiopia for a spot in the 2026 FIFA World Cup. Will be between Mexico, Canada, and USA. So for this segment, Rabin, only to get inside sports updates, and we'll pay keen attention to the team as hopefully then go depart to Guinea-Bissau. But the constraint now with the team they face now that a direct flight not there from Salone to Guinea-Bissau as we speak. The only option for the senior national team now that most of the players go jet in Guinea and depart Guinea for Guinea-Bissau.
So be this game Ebola. Thank you very much. We don't take with that. I think then gets game next week, right?
Yeah, and of course because of that, you know, say Slick TV, Salon yo, na Kombra yo, we keep on for them.
The best way to get the tip of the iceberg. Thank you very much, Mohamed Toby Cabo, for that. But quick one for just take up this news. The Corporation for Africa and Overseas Mobility, Sierra Leone, has held a launch on Toyota Service Center and GenU parts in Sierra Leone. The launch took place at the headquarter office, Lighted Bosin Road, off Wilkinson Road, Freetown. John Abdullahi was in attendance and filing this report.
The Chief Executive Officer, Geoffrey de Marcelo, said CFAO is a Pan-African group that deals with more than 34 countries, 22,000 employees with several activities in which mobility is not an exemption.
CFAO is not nothing. CFAO is a huge Pan-African group. We are working at CFAO from Casablanca to Cape Town. We are dealing with more than 34 countries. We have more than 22,000 employees, Pan-African. We have several activities. Mobility, yeah, you are one of them in CFAO Mobility Sierra Leone, but we have 254 dealerships all over Africa. We are working also in pharmaceutical. We are producing and selling medicine, drugs.
Marcelo said CFAO was a French company but now belongs to Toyota as the only authorized dealer for Toyota cars in Sierra Leone.
CFAO was at past, is French company, but now we belong 100% to Toyota. So we also welcome you in CFAO Mobility Sierra Leone and the only authorized dealer for Toyota cars in Sierra Leone. This facility that you are going to discover today has been truly designed on purpose built to meet the needs of all drivers, all the customers, which represents our vision for the future of the mobility and the customer service. We are equipped with the last technology. The workshop has a diagnostics tool, eco-friendly technology, where the team is really trained on Toyota schools. We have several Toyota schools here in Africa, one in Nairobi, one in Douala, in Cameroon. So we send Sierra Leonean technicians to those places for their training about Toyota cars and to be sure that we maintain all Toyota cars in a proper way.
He said he wants to deliver a seamless experience in purchasing and servicing Toyota cars in Sierra Leone, in which customers' expectation is involved and the facility will serve as a hub for innovation.
We want to deliver the seamless experience wherever you are purchasing a brand new car from us or only service your car here. We understand that customer expectations are evolving, and so we have to. The facility that you will see is one of the best made in the straight in the heart, as it should be everywhere in the world. As we look to the future, this facility will serve as a hub for innovation, efficiency, and unwavering service excellence. And I can assure you that this is just the beginning. At this point of this new chapter, we reaffirm our promise to deliver excellence, to innovate constantly, and always put our customer first.
This service center is focused on Toyota servicing as an authorized dealer for Toyota vehicles in Sierra Leone. Reporting for Slick TV, John M. Abdullahi.
In line with the news, Patrick Salia has joined us. Welcome, Patrick.
Thank you very much, Rabi. Good afternoon, or good evening, rather. So let me go straight to some of the other stories we don't come in so far today. This is from the Ministry of Information and Civic Education. Quoting exactly a conclusion of an investigation carried out by the Anti-Corruption Commission on the Office of the Minister of Social Welfare. Remember, this minister, Melrose Kaminti, with the Minister of Social Welfare, and he once Deputy Minister of Local Government and Community Affairs under the BO administration in first inning, and later as Deputy Minister of Works. And in this second inning of the Julius Maada BSLP administration, took over the office of the Ministry of Social Welfare. And then just in the last observation of the International Day of Persons with Disability, allegations made on hate say, well, it misappropriate or some yuki take place by money business at the ministry over the utilization of certain funds we then spend on the observation of the 2024 Persons with Disability Day. So now the ACC, they say that all allegations aid have been cleared and that any other thing where people will be done the claim about they are not correct. So this, in summary of waiting come out from the Anti-Corruption Commission through the Ministry of Information and Civic Education. So this is the woman in question, Melrose Kaminti, Mrs. So the Minister of Social Welfare, Minister of Social Welfare. Remember, the allegation comes from the former chairman for the National Commission for Persons with Disability, that's Vandy Kone. Vandy Kone take over the commission, and during the second inning, since the Julius Maada Bio assumed this second term of the office, Vandy Kone took over as chairman of National Commission for Persons with Disability, replacing the blind man way being another very office there. And then there have been turmoils, some AFAF issues on the commot that are very ministerial, especially the Persons with Disability Commission. Also with issues emanating from the umbrella pressure group of the Persons with Disabilities, the Sierra Leone Union on Disability Issues, with certain people claiming being abused or violated, whose rights are claimed to be violated. So there is a whole lot of issues beyond just these claims or allegations of corruption where the minimum puts 9-8, but also other sets of people and say, Madam Kamiti, we don't support. The former chairman of the commission for actually met out certain atrocities on certain persons with disabilities. Although we so far are just the issue of the misappropriation of funds allegations, they don't clear. And now just quickly, the Ministry of Lands put out this letter. So this relates to a particular defamatory allegations where certain people, they say, okay, like to take them, read them through because it's just coming in. So the Ministry of Lands, Housing and Country Planning wishes to address recent online materials circulating on Facebook and other social media platforms authored by one Ms. Admire Bio. The content includes allegations and statements that are false, defamatory, and aimed at undermining the integrity of the ministry, its staff, and the government of Sierra Leone. Summary of the matter. Now, what the ministry is saying that the issue substantively here, where they say a falsely, Madam Admire Bio, they claim at them, and say in 2024, Ministry of Lands, Housing and Country Planning received a formal complaint of land encroachment in which Ms. Admire Bio was implicated. 2, ministry invited Ms. Admire Bio for a document verification exercise. She refused to present ownership documents and was observed constructing without a valid building permit. 3, a stop work order was issued, which Ms. Admire Bio also defied with impunity. The Sierra Leone police was called in to maintain law and order. 4, subsequent inquiries established that the land in question was legally purchased by Mr. Ali Abdallah Juni with survey plan LS1227/16 signed on the 4th of July 2026 from Mr. Aliu Tolu Bangora, who originally acquired the land on 20th May 1977 with valid supporting documentation on file at the ministry, LS2037/77 with registered conveyance number 621/77 in volume 293, page 122. The ministry is not aware of any court action or official transaction altering the ownership. Instead, pursuing legal action through courts as mandated by law, Ms. Admire Bio reportedly sought recourse through Parliament. It is worthy to note that the oversight responsibility of Parliament is to engage with the ministry on policy matters bordering on land, housing and country planning, and not to serve as a court of adjudication. Recent social media activities from Ms. Bio includes insult-laden language directed at senior ministry staff. Okay, this is not the claims, this is not the substantive issue in question where the ministry laid out, say, now the issue in substantial reality where then go with Ms. Admire Bio. So now let's go to Ms. Admire Bio in comment where it put out just in the twinkle of an eye. He said, now all of a sudden, all man wants say they're not involved. We get a very long week. So director of lands hope say you don't ready because this go choke you. You know go we go choke you, not to all money you dey eat. So you say again, social criminals full ministry. And remember,
so the odd word then this way the
yes, these are the claims where he actually don't put within the twinkle of an eye just when the issue begins between them and the Ministry of Lands. And then they prompt the ministry for put out the notice where you just see so. And this person in question, remember, that not to the subject matter, but this is a person where repeatedly a name don't come up on certain odd things in the country. So, and like the ministry say, some of these things allegedly, and say it don't commit them with impunity, meaning no action, nobody knows nobody take any action against them. So this is just one of the latest of the incidents where they don't put sign aid say they continue to perpetrate with impunity. So this is the situation with Ms. Admire Bio. And now, lastly, though, the issue of food. As reported in the Awoko newspaper today, food prices tumble nationwide, strengthening household purchasing power. This is awaiting the Awoko newspaper report, among several other headlines. But let me read just excerpt of the story we didn't say. Freetown Friday, when at today, 29th August 2025, Sierra Leone's food market is showing signs of relief for households and businesses alike, as the latest UN World Food Programme WFP market price bulletin reveals a sharp decline in staple food prices across the country. Let us hold it there. Is it true or not? Let's quickly go to the market, because just within the last few hours, Masa Nyanga has been finding out the prices of basic food items. If at all, this survey on paper is practically what the Sierra Leoneans actually are experiencing.
To take this store. Men are petty trader. What do they sell? The one what you got mark for now they get. You can only no can cook on and God they give. Not to post they give you. What I sell appreciate. The only time the market and there. Market and there. Market and there the sell no the boy better. Where can what you got mark for you they get sir. Me I sell which I sell was happen. The price lunch on me na 680. Usual lunch on me 680. The carton. The baked bean na 740. I know more. Market and beer. We don't have the country, the government.
So then at the practical reality from the markets, you hear the trader herself, markets then there. And these are prices of food items where you see from the video itself. So it kind of not balance sufficiently of what is on paper versus what Sierra Leoneans actually do go through. The prices of goods and services, are they practically? I just been making inquiries from Peteteli, for example, where they plant in our backyard. Some they sell at 5 leons, some 10 leons, and the price vary from one point to the other, even where they plant in our backyard. So this more or less is what Sierra Leoneans go through.
Let us take bread, for example, Patrick.
Even though bread, you go say, then they import the flour.
Yes, but the manner in which they eat them for a day, if you observe, bread been there around 3 leon, but so they say there's a decrease in prices. Now just pass and go. If I don't even sell 3 leon bread again, it's fixed 5 leon.
Well, I guess outside they sell to give 3 leons bread.
Na fitong.
Yeah,
I became going to the shop. Yes. And maybe now some of them people they say then go visit where they draw conclusion. You know, you can forget to use this particular sample for draw this conclusion. But however, no, those the other man they feel. Don't take cookery for example. Now the plate of if really the prices they reflect, I'm sure by now the plate of cookery for Don Candom, but we are still buying it for 25 leons per plate.
The continuation of the newspaper, the sentences. They say this is now for Q2, and at the second quarter, the second three months, sorry. The second 3 months of 2025, they say the Q2 2025 report signals not only improved affordability for families, but also potential shifts in consumer spending and local market stability under the government's flagship Feed Salon initiative.
If that is the case,
this is a report they are quoting WFP World Food Programme in a survey they conducted. Is it a practical reality?
Like, why now they dance?
Anyways.
If that is the case.
All right, so that's all we can bring to you inside this edition of the news headlines here on the Today Show this Friday. Thank you very much. We'll return on Monday or any other.
Yes, and thus we cannot go without wishing our very own Paulina Bindusamba a blessed, happy birthday. I mean, you celebrate your natal day today. The prayers then go boku. You know, there was a time I read something say tribute to the only way somebody don't pass off you forget, even when the person their life, and certain times now we person but they each you get for tell the person other than in and how much you don't contribute. You know, the thing is she's her own kind of person, you get your own style and way of life altogether. That makes us human. We therefore coexist and accept one another. And today sister is celebrating her birthday on behalf of the management. One for say we wish you money. We wish you all that you wish for yourself. Now you know in your heart, you know what you want. And above all, we wish you grace, blessing, and always for the serve the Lord as you don't continue for serve God. So continue for doing in the right path. Amen. 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 I don't know if Patrick has something to say in that light.
Beyond all she wishes for herself.
All right. Thank you. And yes, it's Friday as usual. Friday, now for enjoy. It's a roadmap to the weekend, so a nice way to get a nice and easy. You know, it's been a very long and beautiful week having you here with us. So it's a wrap. Have a lovely weekend. Stay out of trouble. Stay safe. Enjoy your weekend in the best way you can for enjoy it. I am Rabiatu Mansai, and obviously, would have left you with a meet to you.
I want to wish Paulina of Slick TV a happy birthday. Today is your anniversary. I want you to feel blessed, remain blessed as always, and as usual, may God continue to favor you and elevate you. Happy birthday once again, Paulina.
To my Paulina baby, happy blessed birthday. I want to wish you a successful year ahead. I know you're a strong girl, I know you're determined, especially the part that you don't take no for an answer. You don't get negative vibe. I want to wish you a blessed happy birthday from my heart to you.
Yo, what's up? So a big shout out to Popo, of course, Paulina. Happy birthday to you. More blessings and everything. Keep winning, darling. You already know. Smalley, peace.
Happy birthday, Paulina. Wish you many, many, many good things. Wish you all the good things in life, and I pray God continue to guide and elevate you. And may God continue for bless your hand and the works of your hand. In Jesus' name, amen.
Happy birthday to you, Polly. And you know, today's your birthday. And we wish you the best, more creativity, more passion, and more energy towards the growth of Slick Television. Happy birthday, Paulina.